There we are. All right, we are live. Paul D'Souza, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. We are going to give away $50 in Bitcoin to one lucky winner today, which is really exciting. We love to do this. We've been out for a little bit. Paul's travel schedule he was all over the place, went to the Bitcoin conference. We did a really nice podcast, the Crypto Edge podcast covering that, which if you haven't seen that, make sure you get on the channel and check that out. But we're back now. We're back in the saddle, and we're going to be giving away some Bitcoin to one lucky winner today. So, Paul, how are you, sir? Are you doing well?
Yeah, absolutely good. Strange thing. I mean, I've traveled to the US and back a number of times, but this time around, recovering from the jet lag was a lot harder than what I had previously experienced. Like wanting to nap during the day, it was absolutely crazy, but it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. If you guys have not watched my take on the Bitcoin conference, it is our last recorded podcast that we did. Go and watch it. I do cover the things that I saw and the speakers that I heard. It was absolutely fabulous. And I got myself this really, really cool football jersey
Talking about that.
at the event. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. It was just one of a kind, and I grabbed it. They weren't cheap, but then again, neither is Bitcoin. It's all relative. But yes, back in action. We're going to be doing this every week from now on. Again, sticking to the schedule. However, at the end of this month, I'm probably going to skip the one day because I'm traveling to Amsterdam to go and watch Disturbed and another band.
Oh, nice.
Rock concert in Amsterdam. Yeah.
So, being in on Madeira there, how tough is it to travel like over there to Amsterdam? Is it relatively close? Is it?
So there are direct flights,
Mhm.
but if you're a resident of Madeira, you get a rebate on your tickets to Lisbon, and then tickets from Lisbon, which is the mainland in Portugal, to Amsterdam is cheaper. So
Okay.
instead of we would take like the long route, fly to Lisbon, and then from there to Amsterdam instead of flying direct, because we land up saving a few hundred euros. Normally it would be like if you didn't have that option, you would just fly direct. Because the airport in Madeira is an international airport, even though it's a very, very small island. You can actually fly direct on Delta from the
Really?
US.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can fly direct. But there's also a lot of direct flights to France, Germany, Spain, obviously Portugal. Basically, you can get to most parts of Europe directly from Madeira,
Yeah.
which makes living here in Europe pretty awesome because Europe is a great place to adventure around and go and have a look at old architecture. And
Oh, yeah.
we do have another trip coming up at the end of the year where we are going to. Oh no, hang on, Cologne. Cologne's part of this trip. We are going to see a very old Gothic cathedral. And
Cool.
then at the end of the year, we're going to Berlin. And sorry, not Berlin. We're going to Zurich to go and watch another rock concert. Jenna's just had this thing like where she's found a bunch of these concerts. She's like she has to go and see some of these bands. Yeah, sure. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that trip because part of that we are going to be stopping at the Lint factory, Lint chocolate. I don't know if you know
Oh,
Lint.
okay. At first, I thought you were saying Lint, like Lint, and I'm like, that just sounds like a terrible place to go.
Yeah,
But yeah, Lint chocolate's much better.
yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Factory, just check out my dryer, bro.
yeah, yeah. We got one of those downstairs too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I think that's going to be pretty awesome. Just to go and see how Lint does things there. Apparently, the tour is a highlight for tourists that go there. I'm super looking for. Will be my first time to Switzerland, and also my first time to Cologne. I've been to Amsterdam a few times, but yeah, looking forward to it. I love traveling. Absolutely love traveling.
Sehr gut. Du kannst deine Deutsche sprechen da.
Nine.
Do you speak? Well, you speak Afrikaans, which is pretty. There's similarities with German and.
Yeah, Afrikaans is derived from Dutch, a little bit of English. It's a
Okay,
smattering
more
of different
Dutch.
languages,
Got
which is the closest language, funny enough, to Afrikaans is Flemish from Belgium. So I can
it.
understand Flemish people almost fluently, and they will understand me if I speak to them. Dutch is the next closest,
Okay. Okay.
and
So I'm a
then
little bit off target there. So
German is a bit of a stretch.
yeah.
Also, knowing how to speak Portuguese, I can understand a little bit of French, a little bit of Italian. They're all Latin-based languages. Spanish is probably the closest to Portuguese.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it helps speaking languages that have roots in other languages because you can kind of like,
Yeah. Get
I
the
wouldn't,
gist.
I wouldn't struggle. Like I wouldn't be fluent if I had to go and visit one of those countries and try and do things, but I'd make myself understood.
So
So
I really hope somebody comments and tells me how badly I just butchered that German that I just spoke.
Any German viewers would like to chime in and tell Justin to never do that again, please do.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's so bad.
yeah, I see. I see. We got a few viewers on, guys. If you're watching, let us know where you're watching from. Say hi before we give away some money here.
Yes,
Yes.
and speaking of which, we need to get down to brass tacks because I've got the think tank coming up here. We're going to be looking at the crypto markets right at 10:30 a.m. for members of iCoinPro. So that's going to be going down. We do need to give away this Bitcoin, and again for everybody who's tuning in here, this is really just about introducing everybody to crypto, to trading, and to our company iCoinPro. Which we started back in 2017. And if you want to learn all about crypto trading, all that good stuff, we got a free boot camp for you. You can do. It'll take you just about 40 minutes to do. You can get back with whoever shared this video with you, or just shoot an email to support@icoinpro.com, and they get you that free boot camp. So, Paul, why don't we talk about how they can actually win some free Bitcoin today? How do people do this?
Before I do that, I do want to speak a little bit about our next upcoming podcast. Now, guys, we do this podcast every 2 weeks, and the idea is that we bring someone on, someone who's maybe traded using our system, just so that you can get a third-party perspective of what it is that we do here at iCoinPro and what it is that we offer. Because we have a few different products. So one is the educational, and then we also have the trading and so on, and then we have software that goes along with it. But I think, because the last one was an interview of me, I think our next one, I am going to be interviewing Justin. How does that sound?
Oh,
Justin?
okay. That sounds great. I like that.
Yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool. Then people can get to, sort of know a little bit more about us, and also what it is that you, as a professional trader, do on a day-to-day basis. I think getting inside the head of a professional trader is what a lot of people would seek to understand. Like, what is your thought process? What is your daily routine, and like what do you do to prepare to trade? I'm sure a lot of people would be interested in that.
I think it'll be enlightening because I think it's totally different than what people think.
I know, and this is I think when people realize what the life of a professional trader is all about, it's going to be an eye opener. Because a lot of people think that traders sit there with 16 monitors and like and the reality is it's far from the truth, right? So like we know that to not be anything close to the truth.
I try to work as little as possible. That's
Exactly. So guys, tune in to our next podcast, the Crypto Edge podcast that we'll be doing. When will we be filming that?
It will be actually next Wednesday, I believe.
What, this Wednesday?
Yeah, this upcoming Wednesday. I'm saying next Wednesday. It's on the 18th is when it's scheduled for.
Alrighty. Okay, so 5 days time we're going to be doing that. Guys, tune in. I think it's going to be a good one. I'm going to be hitting Justin with some of those hard questions.
Awesome.
Reach out to me, and if you guys have got any suggestions for questions that you'd like to ask, just reach out to me on Facebook. I'm probably the easiest, and send me some questions that you'd like me to ask Justin, and then I'll pick out some of the best ones and I'll hit him with it. But that being said, let me get on to how you guys can actually win money here with iCoinPro. We do this giveaway where we give away $50 in Bitcoin, and it's really just to raise awareness about iCoinPro. Now we have different social media channels. We got Twitter, we got Instagram, we have Facebook, and we have YouTube. And all that we want you to do is follow us on those social media channels. And the way that you would get into any of the draws is by simply taking an action. And that action could be liking one of our videos, or commenting on the video, or sharing the video. Now, the thing is, if you just like the video, we're going to give you 1 entry into the draw. But if you comment on it, that comment is worth 2. And if you share it, that's also worth 2 entries into the draw. So from one post, you can get 5 entries into the draw. Now, we do this across different social media channels, 5 days a week, more or less, which means that there's lots and lots of ways for you guys to get your names into the draw. And the more people, the welcome. And the best part about it is not closed off to just iCoinPro members. So if you're not an iCoinPro member, well, you can enter. All you need to do, like I said, follow us on social media and like, comment, and share those video posts, and your name goes into the draw. But if you are a member of iCoinPro and you want an additional 2 entries into the draw, well, this is what you can do. Go to our Facebook group. Make sure that you remember. Here's the address here, facebook.com/groups/iCoinPro. And if you've made any trades using our micro profit system, go ahead and share your trade in that group, and you will score yourself an additional 2 entries into the draw that will happen next week, Friday. Easy as that. And then all the names go into a hat, and we pull out one, and that person gets to walk away with $50 in Bitcoin. Now, I'm about to do that right now. Is there anything else that you want me to cover or talk about?
Yep, I think that's what we need to get into. Let's give away this Bitcoin.
All righty, guys, here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to do this draw. Whoops. All righty, Mr. Justin Clark, please tell me what you see.
I see your screen. You can zoom in a little bit more, Paul. I think that'll help. There we go. Great. That's perfect.
Okay, here we go. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Right, there goes all the names. Crazy, crazy.
All right, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? And the winner is...
Lizzie Bella. Lizzie Bella on Facebook. Well done. You've just won yourself $50 in Bitcoin. So reach out to us, send us a message. You also need to send an email to support@iCoinPro.com, just so that we can verify that you are the true winner, and we'll match your profile up with your email, and we will send you $50 in Bitcoin. It's as easy as that. So send an email to support@iCoinPro.com. Congratulations again, Lizzie Bella. You are this week's winner. Well done to you.
Awesome. Congrats, Lizzie. So we will be sending that over to you. Again, follow Paul's directions. You got to email support@iCoinPro.com, and they will get you exactly what you need to do to claim your prize. Paul. Absolutely. There we go. Done. Another week, another $50 in Bitcoin given away. So we will be back here next Friday doing the draw again. Again, exact instructions are in the description of this video. So if you want to learn how to get in this draw and be a part of this, you can jump in and do that. Next Wednesday, we're going to have the Crypto Edge podcast. So keep an eye out.
Wednesday, the 15th.
Yes. I'm saying next because it's next week, but it's fine. Whatever. It's the 18th. The 18th is the date. It's going to be. So we'll have that at noon Eastern. So keep your eyes out for that. Coming up on the 18th of June, and we will see you there. All right, Paul.
Before you go, I do want to make a public service announcement. I know that you want to get ready for your call, but this one's important. Now, guys, one of the things that we teach at iCoinPro is how to avoid scams and so on. Okay, it is super, super important that you actually pay attention to that. Make sure that you cover that, because scams in this space are becoming more and more prevalent. Now, one of the scams that keeps coming up that we see that affects us personally is there are people that impersonate myself and Justin. Recently, Justin's been getting hammered, and those scams will be posted on Facebook by a profile that looks exactly like Justin, saying Justin is giving away some Bitcoin. It is not true. If you guys send any Bitcoin to that address, you will not get your money back. Okay, that is a blatant scam. Please get educated, guys. People will do all types of things in order to make you part of your Bitcoin. We've heard so many horrific stories since we started this company of people losing their money to scams. Please don't be one of those statistics. and just keep your wits about you. All right, like we are not holding any promotion. We will triple your Bitcoin. We're not doing that, guys.
The only thing we do is give away $50 in Bitcoin every Friday. So we're
And
giving
you
it
don't even need to send us any Bitcoin.
exactly at all. All right, awesome. Thank you.
Guys, have a wonderful weekend.
PSA, yes. Have a great weekend, everybody. All right, and again, remember, if you want to get that free boot camp to learn all about trading, what we do at iCoinPro in about 40 minutes, you can literally do it right now. Just shoot an email to support@icoinpro.com or get back with the person who shared this video with you. All right, Paul, I'm going to go ahead and just throw up our disclaimer, and we are going to rock out here and go and enjoy our weekend. Bye-bye, everybody.
Where are you?